In this video, I'm going to be making a simple but effective chorus flower and chorus fruit farm, because I'm currently working on a build in the end dimension and I need a lot of purpur blocks for it. Plus I haven't really posted in a while and I need something to fill in the gap between me transforming the end and that last video. So let's get to it. Now I'm thinking of building this thing over here next to my happy gas chamber, which means I'm probably going to have to fill in this massive water ravine over here. And so I got to work terraforming the area to flatten it all out and get rid of the massive water ravine. Guys, I just realized I only have 42 sand. So instead of filling this in with sand, I'm probably just gonna fill it in with dirt.
A few moments later.
Okay, and there we go. It looks a little bit funky with all the dirt, but hopefully when the grass grows, it'll look a lot better. In fact, I can probably just maybe trim away at this a little bit and fix up the hairline a bit. Because bro's hairline is chopped. Okay, yeah, that is 10 times better. Now I'm gonna have to chop down a little bit of this section, get rid of these trees, and make it all flat. So I'm gonna have to take all of this wood. Because you know me, I love taking wood. And with a little bit of magic, wow! And there we go. Just like that, the area is flat, and now we can start building the farm. Now, just like all my builds lately, I'm gonna need a bunch of stone brick and spruce logs. I got plenty of stone brick, but the spruce log department is running pretty low. Luckily, there's this thing called procrastination, so I can worry about that later. Now, the way the chorus fruit flower farm is going to work is you basically place them down like this, and because of the way the roof is, they will grow like this with plenty of flowers. I'm also going to need a snow farm basically right next to it, because it just makes it so much easier to break all the flowers. And then once you got all them, you'll press this button, and again, to make some water, and then everything basically funnels right into the front here, and you can keep going with it. On top of the design is where I'm going to have the actual chorus farm, which I'm going to have enough room for the chorus fruit to grow full size, and then have pretty much the same system with the water to break them. And I'm also going to need a furnace area so that I can smelt up the chorus fruit. There should be plenty of room for the snow farm and furnace area. Now for this flower farm, I can place some endstone in this pattern here, and that should honestly be more than big enough. Now I can start on the roof. And now I just got to punch out holes in the roof exactly where the endstone is, because that'll allow the chorus fruit to grow in that special way. And now I should probably stop procrastinating and actually get some spruce wood to make this thing look nice. Voice break. I don't need much, probably just like one tall tree worth. So yeah, let's just get that much. Alright, nice, yeah. 1.5 stacks is plenty. Now let's actually spruce this place up a bit. Now that that's done, I can get to work making the dispenser and water system, which means I'll have to knock down this wall here and this wall here. We need to demolish the wall. Okay, I only have like one dispenser, but I have like 58 droppers. When did I get all these droppers? Regardless though, I do need to make a bunch of dispensers. So let me go to my trusty boy over here and grab a bunch of bows. And with these bows, I can craft up a bunch more dispensers. Okay, I think 29 should be enough. I'm also gonna need some repeaters, redstone, and a teeny tiny little button. I don't know why I said it like that. So all of the dispensers can go along here. A bunch of redstone dust can go on top of them. The button can go on this log right here. In fact, I'm actually going to put it on the inside because I'm going to be inside when I press it. And then we can see where the redstone cuts out, about here, and add a repeater. And now the redstone signal continues all the way along this back part. Now I'm going to need a bunch of water buckets. Luckily I have plenty over here, and I can put one in each of these dispensers. Now if we do the test, yes, it works perfectly. Let's go. Now that that part is done and it's going to be functional as soon as I put in the flowers, I can get to work on the top half, which is going to be where I actually farm the chorus fruit, not just the flowers. Before this, I'm going to need a lot of endstone, and currently the endstone situation is suboptimal. So let's head on over to the end to get some. Now every time I go to the end islands, I always make sure to put on diamond gear and leave all of my netherite in this chest right here. So I'm not losing that stuff in the void. Also, I'm blurring this out because you guys can't see it. It's for the next video, so don't look at my end dimension. I'm working on it, okay? Now I'm assuming I'm probably gonna need about 6 or 7 stacks.
Wait a minute!
Right, I didn't even mean that, but like I realized as I said it. I'll go for 7 just because endstone is always handy for this end build that I'm also working on. Guys, which one of you guys made this in the ground, huh? These funny Endermen always making weird patterns in the ground. Okay, 8 stacks should be plenty. Let's head on back. Okay, now let's fill in this whole second layer with endstone. Now let's also continue this spruce, maybe along here. Oh, and I'm also gonna need a bunch more dispensers for the top layer as well. So let's go and ask my boy if he's got any more spare bows. And he absolutely does, which means I can make up a bunch more dispensers. Now I just basically gotta mirror this exact design on this top layer. And now hypothetically, if I do this, yes, all the water stops right here. So this is where I'm gonna make the chorus fruit go into, and then there'll be some sort of system down here to pretty much auto smelt it. Lovely. Now just for pure aesthetics, I'm thinking this section here could be like dark oak stairs. And yeah, I have more than enough to make them up. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-dun. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'll take it. Now as for this top section, I'm gonna need to fill in the walls a little bit. Come on, man, it's literally nighttime. Look, there's stars in the sky. Let me sleep. There we go. Ooh, good morning. Time for more of the same shit. In terms of like when the things fall in here, I could either put hoppers here to collect the items. I could just do like a water stream and then, okay, so apparently you can do something like this, I think. And then if items fall in, yeah, they literally go all the way across. What if they fall in here though? Yeah, we might lose some items. Oh, wait, yeah. No, this needs a lot of momentum to get going. I don't think this is meant for stuff that just falls into it. Okay, well in that case, let's grab up a bunch of iron and make up a shit ton of hoppers. We can place the hoppers in. Oh, okay, well there goes my shulker box. And now, hypothetically, anything that's around here, when I click this button, gets eaten up by the hoppers. And put right here. Nice. So let's go to my actual chorus fruit plantation over here and collect a bunch of flowers. This is how I was previously getting them, and it takes forever. Okay, that is plenty of flowers. Let's head back through. Okay, so that's plenty, and these will now start growing. I think they grow pretty quick, so it shouldn't take too long. And the rest of them I can place up here to test out the system.
5 minutes later.
Yo, it works so well. Except this one here just pooped out some. So I might have to fill in this area. In fact, I can probably replicate this stair design on top. And that way anything that falls through shouldn't actually go further than the hoppers. I then proceeded to spend the next 30 minutes of my life trying to figure out how I can get some minecarts to evenly disperse chorus fruit amongst these furnaces. Okay, and now hypothetically, this one here will pick up anything that comes out of this one. To say some chorus fruit, let's put 8 chorus fruit in. And it is not evenly dispersing them. Nice. I love that. After tinkering a little bit more, it was just too hard for me, so I decided to leave it as it is. And basically once one furnace fills up, then the minecart will just go on to the next one. This is probably just the simplest way I could do it. I couldn't figure out how to make it evenly disperse over all of them. And the last thing I'm going to want to do is get that snowball farm happening. So that means collecting a little bit of snow from this golem over here, making up some snow blocks, grabbing a carved pumpkin, which, oh my gosh, why do I have so many? And then just popping them in here. Boop. Actually, you know what? I might try and put them in this corner instead. Alright, and there we go, that's the snow golem in. So now before we decorate everything, let's first give it a little test to make sure everything works. So you come over here, you shovel up a bunch of snow from this little snow golem. Then you use the snow to harvest all of these chorus flowers. Then you press this button right here, collect up all of the flowers, replant some of the flowers. Then we go inside here. I kind of forgot I had to get in here. Yeah, there's my little doorway here, I guess. We plant up all of the flowers over here, and then we wait patiently while all that grows. Okay, I'm just gonna call it there because I've been waiting so long. Well, basically, then you come over here, you press this button to get rid of all of the chorus. And then this minecart here evenly disperses it all into the furnaces, right? Evenly disperses it all. And then I actually forgot to set up the lava bucket system, so we're gonna need a few more buckets. Oh wait, I got shit tons of lava in here? Never mind then. Right? Basically, the lava will go in this chest right here, which will then go in all these furnaces. And yeah, basically anything that has chorus fruit in it will get a lava bucket. Now, in terms of making it pretty, I'm gonna have to do some flooring and I'm gonna have to fix the roofing. For the flooring, I'm thinking purpur blocks, and for lighting, pearlescent frog lights and end rods. I think I'll put the block lights around this center one. You know what, I can even put it around the outside ones too. Then let's place all of these purpur blocks in. Oh no, I ran out of purpur blocks. Wherever will I get more? I am so excited for the new update where they let you turn deep slate into cobbled deep slate through a stone cutter. Okay, now for the roof over here, I'm just going to do slabs. In fact, you know what? I might just get rid of these walls altogether. I don't really like them, and I don't think it changes the rates too much. Okay, now for this roof, I am going to use all these dark oak slabs to cover it up. In terms of lighting on the top one here, I might just put some more pearlescent frog lights here. We'll do that on the sides as well. And yeah, I think that looks good enough. Last thing I do want to do is just fill in this little empty gap over here. And I can do that with spruce wood. Boom, baby. This thing is so cool. And with a couple of doors, the build is finally done. And guys, that is going to be it for today's video. It's a little bit janky with the levers on the side and stuff, but it looks as good as it can. And the main thing is that it'll get me plenty of chorus fruit, which I can use to make purpur blocks for my end build. Yeah, thanks again for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, baby! See you later.